the wrong way because the way the system works, it changes when you use this thing. It changes to a rim-fired cartridge, and it's a whole different bolt. You can't even close the dust cover on the side of the rifle when you've got the bolt in. The Glock is a whole different slide. There's no way to fuck up. I could tell they definitely put a lot of thought into like making sure that nobody fucks this up because it would be easy to, like you said. Those are cool.
You want to do AMA questions?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Let's see.
All right. I'll link everyone in case they need a fresh link. So if you don't know, we do this thing with the Patreon. I forget which level it is. You can check patreon.com/PKA. There's a link in the description for the different donator levels. But one of them lets them ask me anything questions on the show. Which, by the way, on a side note, I am flooded with like personal advice mail Monday questions on Reddit at this point. Like every time I open Reddit, there's 6 more people who are like having some sort of personal crisis or want investing advice or something. I don't know how to say this without being
get your own fucking advice
without being a douchebag, but it's too much for me. Like I've got like a couple full-time jobs already. I read it and sometimes I reply, but mostly I'm just like I feel bad because I can't reply to this too.
You can't be too personal. You got to lay down the line. People don't contact my business email for personal stuff because I ain't got time to respond to that shit. I apologize for your problem, but I am not the person you need to come to. Like,
yeah, I don't know. Like I want to help you out, guys, but gosh, like I can't.
If you want to ask Woody questions, then pay some fucking money. We'll answer.
Yeah, why don't you donate to the stream? Pop up with your message. Huh?
So, which one of these paying customers?
Let's look at the first one. It caught my attention. Have you ever considered doing Painkiller Nearly? If you don't know, we do a midweek show called Painkiller Nearly. It's just for Patreons. As a more raunchy show than Painkiller already, possibly hosting it somewhere other than YouTube where you could show nudity and other things that YouTube doesn't allow. This would allow you to make the show more distinct without alienating your core viewership. So, should PKN have a porn flair, Kyle?
Like, how do you take advantage of that so much? Like, how does that benefit the show enough to justify taking it away from YouTube or our standard, sources? Like, I don't know if we can still put it on Podbean or like iTunes or whatever if we start getting too raunchy with it. I don't know what the rules there are. But like where would we go? Like, you're a family man. I mean, I've got a girlfriend. It's not like we can bring like naked chicks in here like Anthony Cumia and like have titties on our show. Like, literally, I don't think that's going to happen. And like, what are we going to do? Show you some porn clips? Like, you can watch those porn clips anyway. Like, just because we blur them out on the screen doesn't mean you can't go to the site yourself. So I don't see what we would gain. But I see that we'd be losing a lot, so it doesn't really make sense to me.
And at the end of the day, even though a lot of people do watch it, people aren't watching this intently, like watching, like flashing between faces and everything. And on PKN, they're like it's audio based. So like, do you really want to just hear porn? Like
that's video based too. The one.
Video, but I mean, most people consuming it aren't watching it like a TV show, like they're listening to it. So you don't want to make it too video porn based, or at least that would
I
be
like it. I like making it video based. I don't mind that at all. But I just don't think that. I just don't know where the show. Like I guess this guy should have explained to me like what he thinks a show would look like in this new, more raunchy version. Like what would that entail?
Is this not raunchy enough for you? Like, I have personally watched so much shit with my own eyes that you can watch. Like, there's links provided. Like, you can do that along with us. There's countdowns. Like, shit. What do you want? Like, I've seen people's throat get like slashed. Like, ugh. Hey, I don't really know how much more raunchy you can get at this point.
The question it popped into my head is I've been watching a little bit of Stern lately. They have it on YouTube, even old stuff. I envy the cast of characters and clowns that he can just snap his fingers and draw up. He's in New York City. People will stroll by where the thing is recorded that are good guests. You know, whores, homeless people, crazy people, people with weird lists, people who were willing to